we can now say, we're going to do a series of scans on this project and present this either at different conferences, have community forums, events about it, have activation points to help connect our audience with our news organizations.
Because I can't hear it that well.
We're here this week working with the fantastic faculty here at the University of Oregon, implementing a process that we've developed over the last 14 months called photogrammetry. And that's essentially using a computer program and hundreds of images, and we're actually calling the images data sets, of an object or a building or a place, and then reconstructing a 3D map of that space. So for example, if you had a wildfire that came through and you wanted to take hundreds of aerial photos in a specific pattern, you could then reconstruct that landscape in 3D of what it looks like now post a wildfire. During this week, we've been working with the Art Museum here on campus, or the Natural Sciences Museum on campus, to take fossils and different artifacts, photograph them from all of these angles, and then build a 3D model of those actual physical objects.
Possibly my favorite part was when I just put in all of the images that I'd taken of the salmon fossil. I was the only one who'd photographed it, so I was really nervous that I'd done something wrong. Clicking a few buttons in the program, and then all of a sudden, right there on my screen, was a really good representation of what I'd seen when I looked at the fossil. It was just so exciting to go from this cloud of images that I'd taken, put it in a program, and have it come back with something that actually looked like what I'd seen the very first time I tried to do it.
We got a winner here. First team with a successful stitch.
A key piece of our mission is experiential education, and that's not just for students. I think that's students and faculty working side by side and learning a lot of stuff should be what we are all about at the Media Center for Science and Technology. Here's an example of one time when we're getting to do that, and I think there's a bunch of people in that room who are pretty excited to bring this to the classroom.
Particularly for me, as someone who has a very strong interest in sort of conservation biology, to see the work, which I guess is not yet published, but the work that they were doing on the rainforest, that was like, I was so glad to see that happen. Because it's a great use of the technology, and it's great to see that going on.
You can look at a photo of a glacier and then 5 years later say, well, look how far it's receded, but the ability to actually, as though you're walking on that glacier and walk into the ice caves and all that, it's like, oh my word, what we can do with that.